So what are the 5 secrets to profitable water treatment system social media ad campaigns? Well, that's exactly what we're going to cover here in this video, as it's what we're doing for our clients at Treat Leads. So make sure you stick around all the way to the end, and also make sure you leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, as that always encourages me to make more of these videos here. Now you can see Danny, for example, with Dorange Services down in Naples, Florida. He texted me, Samir, our first whole house well water purification system has been installed, and it was an $8,000 system. Ryan with Select Sources closing 45% of the water test bookings we're generating for him through Meta. You can see he texted me, we've closed 5 sales out of the 11 appointments. And then Logan with PureSoft in Indiana, he said, I just closed 2 of the leads that were booked today. There were 4 that day, so that comes out to a 50% close rate as well. Now, the first secret here that I'd like to share is that it all comes down to the messaging. Okay, now when we first launched Treat Leads here, before I even worked with anyone, the first thing I did was I pulled up all the Facebook ads that different water treatment dealers, water softener service companies were running, and I just took note of all the different types of messaging that were out there. And the average homeowner does not care or understand the technology that you are selling. Okay, that's what I noticed. The homeowners don't care what's the difference between a softener and a purifier, or reverse osmosis versus an alkaline system. They really just care about the end result of the tech. Okay, so what does that tech do for them? Does it keep them more hydrated? Does it make their soft? Does it make their skin softer, their hair softer? Does it protect their family, right? Of course, it does a variety of these things depending on which systems you're selling, but that's what you want to be advertising, not the tech. And the second secret here is the pricing, all right? Most folks that work with us here at Treat Leads, they say, Samir, how do you know that the folks that are coming in here are pre-qualified? And the first reason being is because, of course, most dealers that try to run their own ads either hide their pricing or display the entire system cost, right? So they'll put an $8,000 price point, a pretty, shock factor, sticker shock factor there. But the reality is that you want to make sure that all your ads give customers an idea of the cost, okay, in terms of estimated cost of the system. So giving them an estimated cost per month or per day is a lot better than giving them the whole cost of the system or putting no pricing at all. So ideally, putting some sort of pricing just attracts leads and water test bookings with some sort of purchase intention, because they know they have to at some point make a purchase, right? There is a price there, so it must mean I have to pay for some. Now, the third secret is A/B testing. All right, when it comes to meta ads, most dealers just set and forget their ads, all right, with some basic copy, like I said, about the tech of the system, and then a picture of a basic picture, a stock photo of like a glass of water, or they'll put, a pretty blurry picture that they took on their phone of the water system in somebody's backyard. But the reality is that you want to be testing all the important variables like the headlines, the call to action, like I said, the pricing that you put on there, the actual graphic itself, and any other variables that could move the needle. And so that's what we do really well here at Treat Leads, is the split testing to make sure that we're always improving the results we generate for our dealers. Now, the fourth secret is retargeting, okay? Your retargeting campaigns are what are going to generate you the majority of the profit. Now, the reason being is that most leads and customers do not convert on the first engagement. So if somebody sees your water treatment ad for the first time, they're probably not going to click and submit their information and schedule their water test and then have you come right out to sell them a system, right? That's like trying to sleep with somebody on the first date. Of course, it's possible, but the reality is that's not the average situation. So here at Treat Leads, we want to make sure that we are retargeting anybody that engages with your Facebook page, your Instagram page, your website, or searches or clicks on an ad and even watches the ad, let alone even clicks on it. And so what we're doing is we're building these massive custom audiences to then retarget them across the web in order to generate the best quality leads and the best water test bookings. All right. Now, retargeting campaigns also boost your other marketing channels. So if you have folks going from door to door, or you're sending out mailers, and then these homeowners are clicking on the website on the pamphlet or mailers, or they're checking out the social media, well, what happens thereafter, right? Do they just forget about you and then you just kind of hope your sales rep follows up, or they remember you at some point? No, right? There's too much noise in this world. So the retargeting campaigns will also retarget folks that are, again, engaging with your door-to-door sales reps or with your mailers or word of mouth references. So that's ultimately why we see the highest profit and returns from those campaigns. And the last secret I'll leave you here with is a call center. All right, generating leads is only the first step. What happens thereafter is what makes the difference. So of course we have our email and SMS automations. Those are key. But more importantly, we need to have a real person reach out to that lead and say, hey, look, we see you submitted your information. You didn't book your water test, but our technician is going to be in your neighborhood. Let's get you on that calendar. Now, if somebody doesn't pick up that call though, well, how fast and how persistent are your callers, right? Are they calling them 2 to 3 times a day to try to catch them at a good time? Or are they just touching them whenever they can, whenever they remember, whenever they have some time in between appointments? And that is not, obviously reliable. So you want to have a dedicated dialer, dedicated appointment setter that maximizes the returns of these leads. And essentially they'll be able to add an extra 10 to 20% water or extra water test bookings on your calendar. So with that being said, if you'd like us to do all this for you here, as we're doing for other water softener and water filtration dealers across the nation, make sure you click that link below, check out the full presentation and some other results we're generating for folks, and then schedule a demo to qualify for a 30-day risk-free trial. So thanks again for watching. Thanks again for tuning in. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe. Again, as that always really pumps me up to make more of these here and keep sharing value with you.